As far as the DOLE is concerned, that's the amount you asked for. 7 billion you have been given, and 40 billion you are asking for, but that's for next year. And what are the chances of getting that amount? On a scale of 1 to 10, give me your best guess. Yes.
Nasa 5.
In other words, pwedeng hindi, pwedeng bibigay, pwedeng hindi. What have you received from the government as aid, in terms of aid?
I'm sorry to say that I wish I can get some aid from government, but right now I can understand the situation. So we're trying to make ends meet. We're trying to scale down, be very austere in our expenses. That's all we can do. We're just trying to ride out the storm until things get better. I can't get any loans. I can't get anything right now because nobody's going to be releasing any money. So the rule of thumb right now is we try to hold on to as much cash as possible, which is quickly running out.
How much do you think that can go as far as helping the workers are concerned? Wala na bang ibang mapipiga sa gobyerno?
Yun po, Ma'am Winnie, yung sinasabi ko kanina, yung pong sa recovery, where we proposed additional funds to assist our workers, and also the establishments. Yun pong wage subsidy, for instance, ang propose po namin dito ay 5,000, so good for 3 months, which will form part of the payroll system of the establishments. So hindi po ito diretsong pupunta doon sa mga manggagawa, kundi magiging part po siya ng payroll ng kumpanya. So halimbawa po, if para tulong na rin po sa ating mga establishments, that's how we conceptualize the program. And at the same time, I know that there are some loan facilities that are also proposed to be provided to our companies para po talagang makabangon po sila in this pandemic.
All right, Eric, have you been able to get to benefit from those programs?
I will now. I'll be calling them right away.
This is just
you mean to say you didn't know?
Just to clarify, ito po ay nasa ano pa lang, bill pa lang po siya. Hindi pa po siya na ipapasa as a law. So, para
Diyos
lang
ko, ang sagal-sagal naman kayong gumalaw. Nahihimatay na yung mga businessmen ninyo eh. Next year pa. I mean, when Congress opens, it will hopefully they will discuss it.
It's actually po being discussed right now, and hopefully nga po kung makapagpatawag ng special session, we're not really sure kung magpapatawag nga po, but yun po ang ating target na sana maipasa po agad so we can roll out the programs already.
Bakit kaya ang sagal-sagal natin? Who is impeding the progress of your program? This is an excellent program.
I think naman po lahat po ng mga ahensyang nagpo-propose gustong-gusto na po, but of course kung wala pong batas na at pondo na pagbabasihan po tayo, hindi po natin pwedeng ma-roll out yung mga proposed programs po natin.
How much of that government help have you actually received? Nothing.
Napakaliit po ang sinasabi ni Secretary Dominguez na stimulus package na maaring gastusin ng gobyerno. Ito po ay 0.7% lamang ng ating gross domestic product na US 355 billion. So palagay namin napakaliit ito kumpara sa mga ginastos rin ng ibang mga kalapit nating mga bansa. Pwede bang iakyat ng gobyerno sa 10% of the gross domestic product ang stimulus package?
Yung pong base sa Bayanihan to Recover as One bill, ang max po noon ay 140 billion. And that will be spent for the next half of this year for the second semester. So iba pa naman po yung
So the 139 billion is only for half of this year.
Apo.
So in other words, kung ilalagay mo sa 1-year period, that's about 1.4% of GDP. Napakaliit nga naman yon. Eric, as a businessman, do you think that is enough to reflate the economy?
Is this 140 billion going to be for the labor or for the business sector?
The whole
For
thing.
all sectors po.
Including medical.
No.
Yes.
Your face looks as puzzled as my thoughts. Yeah, go ahead.
Just for the business stimulus package that we would hope for, that would be about 30 billion that we would like to ask if that can be in the form of zero interest loans for the restaurant sector, just to get back to recovery. And this is just to pay for rental arrears we just need products that the businessmen can use, that the business people can use to tide us over. I was saying that by 6 months' time or until January, things can get better. We're hopeful that a vaccine might be ready. We're hopeful that there will be new ways of doing business in the food sector where we can stay afloat. Casualties will still be there. But that's why we're trying to help each other reduce the impact, even to our own employees or the employees of other competitors. We're trying to find ways how we can work with them.
Sabi ni Governor Ben Diokno ng BSP that the employment statistics will improve, he thinks, by the LFS survey. Do you agree or disagree?
Speaking for our own industry, we're expecting MGCQ sana to be declared where 50% capacity will be allowed to restaurants. If that happens, we can improve our employment or re-employment of our staff.
Okay. Nikki?
Hopefully naman po, mag-i-improve a bit. Not malaki. Kasi, as I've said, ang dami pa rin pong restrictions and it's not 100% na nag-open up na po ang lahat.
Will those online orders be able to sustain your businesses? In other words, will the online orders be able to more than make up for the lack of on-site?
I'm afraid not. We're hoping that at least it can sustain 40% of our sales.
Do you have any projections? Does the Department of Labor have any projections as to when they think that the situation will normalize?
Ang tinitingnan po natin, Tita Winnie, baka mga 2 taon o higit pa bago po tayo tulungang makabangon. It may go beyond this administration before we get back to better businesses. Kasi ang mahirap po kasi ngayon, yung mindset lalong-lalo na ng bawat isa is nandun pa rin po yung takot. Even if sabihin na halimbawa ng mga kumpanya that you have to return to work, ang tendency po ngayon ng mga gagawa, ayaw pa po nilang bumalik sa trabaho because they are afraid that they might get COVID infection. So that's one. The other is, nagbukas nga po ang ating mga ibang kumpanya na, but yung limitations in terms of transport ay nandoon.
All right. When do you think the situation will normalize? In other words, you're back to the growth curve you were experiencing before COVID-19.
My partners will hate me for saying this, but I think 6 months.
6 months from now, you'll be
very aggressive to go.
So thank you very much for conversing with me for this discussion. I learned a lot from both of you. Alam niyo mga kapuso, sabi ng mga datos, there's 7.3 million people unemployed. Napakalaki yun because usually it's only about 1.5, 1.7, something like that. So it's really a tremendous increase in unemployment. But that is not all. Kasi last year in April, there were 41.7 million people who were employed. last year. Ngayon, this year, alam nyo how many? Only 33.7. That means, actually, it's 8 million people who have lost their jobs between last year and this year. Ang dami nun. Ano ang dapat natin gawin bilang mamamayan? Alam nyo, in 1933, hindi pa ako born dyan, ha? In 1933, at the height of the Great Depression, that was a great world depression, sinabi ng ekonomista, to the people, huwag kayong mag-save. Gastusin nyo lahat. Kailangan igastos nyo. And everybody thought that economist was crazy. But he was correct. Because if you save, that means people cannot sell. And if people cannot sell, they will lose their jobs. And the people that are losing their jobs may be you. So if you don't spend, you may even lose your income. That's what's the problem. That's how they got over the last depression, and this is how we can get over this current depression. So let us learn from something we learned almost 100 years ago. Let's continue to spend so that the economy can get up on its feet.